All right, good morning and welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Anybody that's not new here might actually know where I'm at right now, but needless to say, I'm on a very big body of water. I don't have a lot of time before it gets crazy out here because it's gonna be nice out today. It is fall and I'm looking for stacked up panfish. So all I have are panfish setups today. All you guys that subscribe because I like bluegill fishing will probably get right along with today. So hopefully if you guys are seeing this, I got on a stack of fish. Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys, if you know where I'm at, something that a lot of people understand, but hopefully after today's video you will get it. This is my trusty drop shot right here. I'm using on a real sensitive little rod for just over the side of the boat because those are fish stacked up right there. You can see it. So I'm going to use half of a red worm and hopefully stack up a limit of fish real quick here. Well, I could even use a small red worm if I got one like that. I put a little bit bigger hook on than I normally use just because there's a good chance that you hook up with some smallmouth and big ones at that. So at the odd chance I could get one of those guys, I would like to be able to get a good hook set on them. Plus this will kind of limit the smaller gills, but we're going to try right here. We're in a good spot. Drop right over the side of the boat like this. There's stacks of fish down there. So get this down to the bottom, 23 feet of water. And let's see. See if they're feeding this morning. Yep. Okay, I threaded the worm on there a little bit better, so let's see if they get it. Still over fish here. Always got to come prepared with the Swedish pimple. Now with this one, instead of threading it onto one of these trebles, I'm just going to hook it across two of them so there's two tails. Same thing with this one. I'm going to just drop it straight down. Actually, I'll show you guys a secret. Nobody knows this one. I'm drifting backwards right now, and I casted 20 feet to my side because there's fish about 22 feet down. I'm going to let it swing down to in line with me. Give it a couple pops every once in a while. Might be drifting a little too fast. There's one. Just a little guy, but it works. I just got to find the bigger school. Okay, I'm going to motor back up and take advantage of this light wind while I have light wind. I think I'm going to switch spoons. Go back to my bow spoon with the little flutter tail. Sometimes that's what needs to be done. The thing that sucks about this is it's super light compared to the other spoon. So its fall rate is very slow, which is fine because that might be what triggers them. You just gotta know how to work it. And if I'm explaining it to you, the only thing I can say is you got to let line out steady. That's the only thing I can say that makes sense. There's a bunch of little guys. Yep. Bigger fish in shallower water? Possibly. That's getting close. Might have to get the bump board out. I don't know if I had any worm on there. Okay, I didn't want to have to do it, but I'm gonna put my slip fiber on, see if I can stack some fish here. Fish. Another good fish. Oh, that's why. Not a panfish. It's actually a decent, well, like a 13, maybe 14-inch smallmouth. I don't know why, but slip fibbers just work when I use them. Okay, I just came over to where there's some taller weeds. See if that makes a difference. Bite. Fish. Feels okay. Yep, there's one. All our weeds today. That's probably an 8. Where's the bump board? 8 inches, unfortunately for him. I'm gonna keep some of these guys for dinner today. Alright, this is a PSA for all of you guys that have to go fish like 90 feet of water when you think that's the only place big fish are. That was an 8-inch eater, and I got it in 15 feet of water. I'll tell you guys that. So if you know where I'm fishing, you know you don't have to fish the abyss. You can fish shallower water, and there's a lot of shallower water in this lake. Square footage, it's insane. But going over more fish right now, and yeah, I'm gonna stack some for lunch today. I got this guy bleeding in the dead well, my net over the side of the boat, and I actually put ice in my chest already, so we're good to go. So let's get a bunch more of those. Fish. Hey. Little bass. Millions of you. Fish, good fish. Another one. Oh, that's a bigger one. He might be too big. Look at that guy. Hybrids, you gotta love them. Let's see. Nope. It's only 8.5. Built right though. That feels like another good one. Right species. Oh, that's a big gill. I wonder how long that guy is. 8 inches.
another good one. Just gotta be on that spot on the spot. Probably another eater. Yep, 8 inches. That might be a bass. Yep. That smallmouth? What is that? It's 4-pound test on this pole. This is my Apex panfish rod, so I only have 4-pound test on this reel. Spunky. Oh, that's why. It's a smallie, I think. Yep. Spunky little smallmouth. I'm okay with catching you guys, they're fun. Right on top of whatever that is. Ooh, I think that's another big seed. Yeah. Really big one. There we go. It's all about landing on the right spot. Just, they don't get much better looking than that though. 8.5. Right next to the boat. Another one. Just under 8. I'll let that guy go. There's a good one. At least it was acting like a good one. Well, that's pretty good. That's a stout, chunky guy. That's a keeper. Got the counter out today. 7. It's moving the net. Got a bite. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, that's a big one. Look how bright the belly is on that fish. That's probably a 9. That's a tank. Only 8.5. Just a beast. Gonna taste good though. Fish? Good fish. Got another fish swimming with that one? Another good one. It's a good year class. This guy's got some battle wounds, so always respect the battle worn. Go for it. I'm only going to keep 8, so that would have been 9. Or I'm only going to keep 10, so that would have been 9. But if they're all beat up and they're making it, I try to give them another chance. Fish. Good fish. Feels good anyways. Not bad. He's too small. Yeah, he's only 7.5. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are subscribed are gonna ask me, so I might as well just tell you. I adapt my self-given limits to the lakes that I fish. This lake happens to have an overabundance of 8.5s in it. It's got a good number of 10s in it. So what I do is anything over 9, throw back. Anything under 7, I throw back. Because there's just so many between 8 and 9 that I don't really have a reason to keep 7 inches to clean. And then I just won't kill anything over 9 inches. So keep it simple. Catch some fish. Oh. Had a bite. Might just have to jump on the trolling motor to get my last fish here. Can't tell, that might be a little guy. Yeah. Bad one. Not 8 inches. I don't think. No. Yeah, it's a 7.5. Good fish. Yep. Really good fish. I don't know what it is. Ooh, that's a gill or a seed. That's an 8-incher. See, I know my fish.
All right, guys, so that's 10. I got 10 between 8 and close to 9 inches, I think was the biggest one. Like I said before, I don't keep them over 9, and on this specific body of water, you can keep a full limit. I mean, nobody needs 25 panfish because that's 50 fillets. If you're eating 50 fillets, you have a very unhealthy diet. I'm sorry to say that, unless they're all baked, whatever. But that's pounds and pounds of protein. And if you guys follow me, I live a pretty healthy lifestyle, so I manage my protein intake pretty specifically. But needless to say, I'm gonna have some fresh fish. 20 fillets is good enough for me and my girl, so that'll be enough for us. If my mom's lucky, she might get 10 of those fillets while I eat the other 10. But either way, if you guys know the lake I'm on, I'll give you a tip right now. If you stay this long, you guys deserve the tips. So I had to find weed patches with nothing around them. So if you were in like a long stretch of weeds, there's just a bunch of dinky fish. So you had to find weed patches with nothing around them. And then anywhere between 14 and 17 feet of water, there were weed patches that I would stumble across. That's why I was drifting. Something anybody that doesn't have electronics and stuff can do. Just keep drifting along, try to figure out the bottom, and try to do the 14 to 17 feet of water. And then when you make contact with weeds, you could actually anchor up. I could have anchored up earlier, but I don't need to do that if I'm only keeping 10 fish. It's kind of a waste of time and effort. So I'm actually gonna fish a little bit longer here. I got one fish to bleed out, but I'm gonna call it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I love these giant pumpkin seeds, and it's kind of, you know, it's a blast to catch them when you get them the size that you can out here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, obviously if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, can you please just remember to